In the wise words of Carl Jung, every form of addiction is bad, no matter whether the narcotic be alcohol or morphine or idealism. Addiction, a term that may seem simple on the surface, but underneath it carries a weight that can cripple lives, families, and societies. It's a complex issue that manifests in many forms, from the grip of alcohol to the chains of drug abuse, and even the subtle lure of idealism. Its power lies not just in the substance or behavior itself, but in the myriad reasons that lead people to its door. 10 such reasons echo through the lives of those entangled in addiction's web. These reasons, as varied as the individuals they affect, range from genetic predisposition and environmental factors to emotional struggles and the quest for escape. Understanding why people become addicted is the first step towards addressing this widespread issue. Addiction is not a choice, but rather a complex interplay of various factors. Here are the top 10 reasons why people become addicted to drugs and alcohol. Firstly, genetics can play a pivotal role. As surprising as it may sound, addiction can run in families, with certain genetic predispositions making some individuals more susceptible than others. Secondly, the environment in which a person grows up can significantly influence their likelihood of developing an addiction. Exposure to drugs and alcohol at a young age, or living in an environment where substance abuse is normalized, can greatly increase the risk. Thirdly, mental health conditions like depression, anxiety, and bipolar disorder often coexist with addiction. These conditions can lead individuals to self-medicate with drugs or alcohol, creating a vicious cycle of dependency. Next, peer pressure is a significant factor, especially among teenagers. The desire to fit in or be accepted can drive individuals to experiment with substances, potentially leading to addiction. Escapism, our fifth reason, refers to using substances as a way to escape reality and cope with stress, trauma, or other negative emotions. This temporary relief can unfortunately lead to long-term dependency. Sixth, early use of substances can increase the risk of addiction. The younger a person is when they start using drugs or alcohol, the more likely they are to develop an addiction later in life. Seventh, certain prescription medications, especially opioids, can lead to addiction. Despite being prescribed for legitimate medical reasons, misuse can lead to dependency. Eighth, thrill-seeking behavior and the desire for new experiences can lead some people to experiment with drugs and alcohol, potentially resulting in addiction. Ninth, a lack of education about the dangers of substance abuse can lead to uninformed choices, increasing the risk of addiction. Lastly, societal pressure and the glamorization of drug and alcohol use in media can contribute to the development of addiction. These reasons, backed by science, highlight the complexity of addiction and underscore the need for compassionate, comprehensive treatment. While the journey into addiction is fraught with pain and struggle, the path to recovery, though challenging, offers hope and renewal. Imagine, if you will, the tale of Sam. Once ensnared by the snares of substance abuse, Sam found the strength to tread the road to recovery. It was a journey that began with acknowledging the problem, a step that many find the hardest to take. But Sam took it, and with it, he embarked on the path to reclaim his life. Then there's Lisa. A successful lawyer, she found solace in alcohol to cope with the stress of her high-pressure job. But the day came when she realized she was drowning, not swimming. Lisa reached out to professional help, and through a combination of therapy and medication, she managed to break free from the chains of her addiction. But let's not forget about Alex. He was a teenager when he started experimenting with drugs, a curiosity that quickly spiraled into dependency. However, the unconditional support of his family, coupled with counseling and rehabilitation, helped Alex to kick the habit and start anew. These stories are but a few among thousands, and they all share a common thread: the power of resilience in the face of adversity. Research has consistently shown the positive outcomes of various treatment modalities, including cognitive behavioral therapy, medication-assisted treatment, and mutual support groups. These treatments work by addressing the underlying issues that often drive addiction, offering individuals the tools they need to manage their cravings and avoid relapse. Of course, the road to recovery is not a straight line. There are twists and turns, peaks and valleys, but every step forward is a step away from the shadow of addiction and towards the light of a healthier, happier life. Remember, no one is beyond help. No one is too far gone. Each of these individuals chose to fight their addiction, and in doing so, they reclaim their lives from the grips of substance abuse. These stories of triumph over addiction echo the powerful message that recovery is possible and within reach. As we've seen, addiction is a complex problem with many facets, but there is always hope for recovery. It's crucial to understand why people fall into addictive patterns. This knowledge can be a powerful tool in breaking the shackles of substance abuse. If you or someone you know is battling addiction, remember, there's always a path to recovery. Seek help. In the words of Christopher Kennedy Lawford, we are either progressing or retrograding all the while. There is no such thing as remaining stationary in this life. Remember, it's never too late to take the first step towards recovery.